Uh, and as we
Uh,
look into this push map, which map do you think is most likely to see? And don't say New Queen Street because it's at the top left.
you know, seeing as the the Hardrockers have been preferring the Zarya and the Rhine also. I'm expecting a map that really leans into the brawl centric style, and I think the push map that fits that description best would probably be Hanamura.
Oh, absolutely, and I definitely could see that as an option. I think I'm definitely leaning a little bit more towards the floaty nature of like a Horizon Lunar Colony would definitely be an enjoyable push map to see. However, I do have some information, some inside baseball. As long as we're able to play it, I would love for you to see it. It's in the Overwatch channel within the Discord that we're currently residing in. He have the stats, something that we don't get to see quite often because we are casting and we don't have the access to the stats scoreboard, which is absurd, by the way, Blizzard. Please, at Blizzard CS, do something about that. That's going to be one of the major changes that you make to this game going forward. But for us, we have to rely on screenshots from our friends within the game, and that's going to be become base dropping a 69-7 game with 21k damage
This
on Route 66.
this doesn't make sense to me. How can how can the University of Hartford have double the elims as the other team, but barely win in overtime? How does
Yeah,
how does that math come out?
that's mind-boggling. I mean, and to extrapolate a little bit more, so become based 69-7. On the other side, the best DPS Cyberry was going to be 30-20. So literally, we are doubling it. Even when it comes to Archimedes versus Super Vader, 64-35 when it comes to the kills there, 20-47 from Orimoru to Mr. Og, doubled, and Dr. Gan also looking at similar levels of having the both damage and heals. I mean, this is impeccable. Actually, sorry, I misread the heals there. The heals definitely look a little bit closer. However, that's odd.
I just did the math. How? What?
And the math is burning a hole in his
They
head.
Oh no, it makes sense. I've come to an understanding. So,
Oh, the hole is being patched up.
the Hard Rockers had 34 more deaths.
Interesting.
You want to know why? I think part of this reason, at least. Think back
Why?
to the style in which they were playing during their defense. They had 5 extra deaths just by trying to stall the payload right where it starts with the swamp camp.
Yeah, and that does actually make sense when you look at the gameplay overall. The gameplay definitely has been that of the University of Hartford not being able to capitalize and finish off kills as well as the other team. Their stall tactics have just been going a lot stronger, and that's going to be rather important when it comes to push, as you need to really not only win this first fight, but then you need to really stem the tide every single fight after that. So it's going to be really important as Cyberry does find a clean headshot on the Become base, putting them at an immediate disadvantage, equalized by Orimoru, and then taken away by Revan going down, and then equalized once again by Orimoru. Jesus Christ, it can't keep on happening so fast. As definitely at a disadvantage, just Azaria and Lucio on the side of
Oh, he's
Hardrockers.
getting rolled by that Torb turret. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
lord.
brought him to 150. But yeah, that's going to be the University of Mines. Sorry, I didn't listen to the entire thing. The Hardrockers taking the control of Jason first. However, the University of Hartford here, and Super Vader going in, trying to stem the tide. A very smart play. I'm glad that he listened to the comms that I just made.
Now, oh, dangerous sticky coming out from the Cassidy of Cyberry. But I'm interested to see how this fight goes out. You don't see a lot of teams trying to fight from behind the payload. It's a kind of an interesting, bit of an awkward situation we have ourselves in. But
Yeah, an awkward one that they seem to be following up on as Hardrockers decide to push right back through that, and they're incredibly low as Base is going to find a kill onto that Cassidy, who's always just kind of out of position there. Looking at the Moira, also incredibly low, but like you said, the card has not been stalled just yet, as University of Hartford continues to find picks in this back alley.
now I would really, oh my gosh, what has Become Based up to over here? He's just
What? Oh.
shredding their team. The last member sneaking right underneath him. Do they manage to find him? The Moira, no. Moira fades away just out of sight. And I think most important part about this entire fight is that while the payload did make a lot of progress, it did not reach the checkpoint.
That's
So
incredibly important.
I would honestly say Hartford might still be a massive advantage here, just sheerly off of ultimates. Given one thing, if they use their ultimates quickly and go fast, they can win this.
Please just hit
If
the
not,
button. Hit the button now. Hit the button now. Hit the button now. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Please. They did not hit the ultimates first. As the blade is still going to come out, however, after Grav? Oh, Grav from University of Hartford.
grab
Sorry.
from both teams
As
actually.
Grab from both teams. I was a little confused about that. However, Become Base does manage to find 2, fighting on Jason right now, getting 3, and looks like the 4th is cleaned up. The Torbjorn is going to try and get out, but his stumpy little legs do not have any fade abilities, as he's going to be sighted by this Genji, and hopefully this 1v1 does not go south.
Have some confidence. Get the 5K. Oh, unfortunate.
I had a South Dakota joke there somewhere, but it kind of eluded me, just like South Dakota does on a map, because nobody cares about the state. But we do care about this university's team, as their Overwatch prowess is leading them to be able to re-engage on this cart before it actually goes to cap,
Again,
or even meet time.
I need them to just pull out these ultimates. Specifically this overclock. Pull the overclock out now. Or now.
Just press it.
Or
press
now.
the button.
There we go.
There we go. We press the buttons. Already a little bit down in the fight, however, Super Vader's able to equalize as well as Become Base, getting another pick onto Cyberry, putting the team that was alive on Hardrockers just behind the point, just inching it closer and closer as Lucio's dangerously low. Zarya almost finishes on Become Base, but he finds the Mega Pack.
Now,
I had to finish off this Zarya.
does he have any, oh, the Murray comes back, but Zarya all alone.
There's
That was
one more
a
in,
must
Boston
win.
State.
That was a must-win fight for Hartford. It keeps their momentum rolling. They've built a couple extra ultimates, and now they cap the respawn advantage.
You know what I just noticed? There are little truncheons inside of the ground that go down whenever you actually get the first cap there. You can see them going down right now in your bottom right, those little 3 circles. Very interesting map design, actually. Sorry, I had to pause for that. I really enjoy that Overwatch. Please put in the ability to see scoreboards by casters. Thank you. And looks like a high noon here from the university, or sorry, from the Hardrockers. Doesn't find anything, and then immediately taken by Orimoru, a headshot straight to the dome. Another blade here from Become Base as he finds one and a second. Blackout finishing off another, and the Zarya going down to the collective efforts of the University of Hartford team on Jason. And that's going to continue the steamroll here. I mean, this is all just precious meters, and not a lot less the meters, but the time. Wasting this time by pushing it deeper into the spawn here. You might cap, you might
push?
not,
okay.
but I didn't even notice that they were off the cart. I'm assuming the same thing happened to the rest of their team. But all this time loss is just so influential. University of Hartford opting to use both the window and the graviton, finding 2 and a 3rd.
Oh!
Ooh, a save by Revan 1982 there. Still, no, not low enough to be taken down as Archimedes does go down as well. That's going to be another team kill to back by the University of Hartford.
That was well done. I really like how they've been opting to go for the window grab combos, because it's a very easy way to get consistent value with both of the ultimates.
Absolutely, and they do manage to crest the hill with the robot. An incredible position for them to just back off and kind of take a slower fight engage here, as University of Hartford seems to be doing that, whether or not it's by choice or not. But the lamp does come out, and the grab, however, is going to be able to finish off Super Vader. And the rest seem to be going down rather slowly, and they're opting to not die on cart, which I do have to say, patently cringe, as they're all going to be scattered and trying to regroup by themselves here, rather than his conceited effort to slow down the progress of the cart. Orimoru going down late, the Lucio just skating by. I don't even know if he gets out. Does seem like he isn't able to. Yeah, that is a slightly poor showing when it comes to their finish there. University of Hartford still having difficulty when it comes to the end of fights. Here we see that robot working real hard, trying to get it past those little truncheons right there, as the forward spawns are activated for the Hardrockers. He's gonna take a small little break. That robot needs to relax.
It's not lined up. That bothers me.
Don't say that.
That
Why would you
bothers
say
me
that
a
out
lot.
loud?
That
I'm
bothers
not
me
looking at
so
that.
much.
No, I didn't see it actually.
But we're
Thank
looking
you.
at a blade online and just being pulled immediately. Finds one before the beat is able to hit the ground. Maybe doesn't quite find the Lucio. Again, they
Everybody's doing
trade one
incredibly
for
well.
one. Oh, Orimoru gets taken down himself. But again, these picks keep going back and forth, trading one for one over and over again. Cyberry finds a couple. The Reaper, 1 HP. Super Vader,
Oh.
not enough to take them down. but they have the ultimate combo that they relied on last time with the Graviton and the amplification matrix. So I'm hoping to see them combo this Orimura with another overclock. He's charged these quickly, but he holds on to them for a long time.
That's gonna be a grab online. Still opting to not use the that's the same one, right? That is the same overclock that he's had since the beginning of the game.
He used one, I believe.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, okay.
but still, we're 8 minutes into this match and he only used one ultimate. And now
Yeah.
we're in a position where they're about to be pushing this payload past your distance, and if they want to win this match, they need to push it all the way back, which it's
Yeah.
extremely doable. But in order to do that, you need to use your ultimates, and Orimuru has just been holding on to this the whole game. He opts to go for it now, which I like, and he takes out the Moira. Fantastically done.
Oh, mid Cole, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but
I
that was mid
did.
Cole.
Moira ultimate gets taken down with no value. The Dragon Blade finding a few. Oh, gets taken out by the Sim turrets
Oh
of all
my.
things. Lucio and Symmetra are
Oh
the only
my.
ones, but Baptiste is all alone on the payload. They're only 4 meters away, and nobody's going to be able to touch. Oh, heartbreak for the University of Hartford as the Hardrockers take map number 4, and we've got a map 5 on our hands.
That was a tough one to watch, but I'm excited for the map 5 opportunity here. We haven't seen University of Hartford prove themselves in a moment like this. Hopefully they're able to bring it back together, but I mean that can be wow, this Symmetra really just kind of putting in the work. Cyberry really caught my eye when it came to the Symmetra play early in Lijiang. And the rest of the play here has been really solid, just to the ebb and flow of this match. I mean, we're talking about a huge advantage from University of Hartford, just kind of blown out of the water by the lack of using of ultimates and lack of knowledge on how to play the backcourt, you know? How to really handle with a robot being pushed back towards your side. Not handled very well by the University of Hartford. And they just kind of fold like a lawn chair.
Absolutely. And I'll let you know right now, I'm actually sending a message to the players, just giving them a tad bit of advice.
Yeah, definitely a thought that I had as well, as it was one of those things that is very obvious and often talked about when it comes to this University of Hartford team, is the speed at which they play and the ultimates that they have to use to be able to build up that momentum within the game. Inside of a game, you really do have to be fast when it comes to when you're starting team fights and when you're actually going in and using those ultimates in relation to when you start those team fights. A team fight is easily defined as whenever somebody is able to shoot another person and that shot does go off and starts the team fight. But when that starts, you have to think about when are you going to use your ultimates. Once it starts, and it needs to be almost after that first shot lands and the fight actually breaks out, especially when it comes to a push mode and a map like New Queen Street. The advantage just goes towards those who act first and act decisively. And honestly, the Hardrockers have been doing just that over and over again and not giving a lot of room to breathe for the University of Hartford team here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. I would like to use this opportunity to once again go through a little bit of a mini game. I think that my caster is a little bit busy with doing his secondary job of coaching this team. It's a very helpful thing for them to do. I don't really have anything off the top of the dome, especially since we were on New Queen Street. There's not any, how you would say, rock formations or things to think about when it comes to transit and the lives of, everyday commuters. So there's not anything really popping to the top of my head, especially because I don't know a lot of information about Canada. So if you're within stream chat right now, why don't you give me your favorite Canada fact? The only one that I can really think of is I think that Canada is the third largest or second largest country by square footage or square mileage, I imagine they measure in. Uh, right? I'm pretty sure they're either second or third.
I assume Russia
Cool.
is larger. Uh,
Yeah, and then I think America and then Canada. I know China's up there, but
China's probably 5.
I would go with like a fourth or a fifth pick for China there when it comes to just square mileage by size. America's really big just due to the inclusion of Alaska. I mean, Alaska is a really major pickup late in the game for for I was about to say the University of America. Oh God, kill me! No, just kill me now.
Now, I did a quick Google. and it turns out Russia number one with what is this unit? 6.6 million. What?
Hectares?
What?
Well, what's the name of the unit? Or what are the
Oh,
letters they
there.
use?
No, I was. It doesn't show. It just showed dot dot dot. So it's 6.6
Ah,
million square miles.
okay. 6.6 million. Who's second?
Canada is second at 3.8.
Mm, very
America
interesting.
is just behind it at 3.79. So
Okay, where's
Canada
China?
Canada's 3.85. Uh,
3.85.
America is 3.797. China is 3.705.
Wow, and that puts China at fourth or fifth?
Fourth.
Fourth.
You
Interesting.
you
Who's
want to
fifth? I want to round at the top five.
take a guess? Take a guess.
Take a guess as to the next biggest country in the world. I mean, I feel like it's got to be Australia, right?
I'll give you three options, unless that's your final guess.
Actually, no, no, no. I think Brazil. Oh man. Oh, wow, 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 wow. We actually have some options here. It's Brazil, Australia, or we're talking about strict square mileage, right?
Strict square mileage.
Strict
I'll
square
give you
mileage.
a I'll give you
Mexico?
a third choice. India would be a third choice I would recommend.
India. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about India.
Which
Literally
of
a place where they invented numbers.
which of those three would you guess is larger?
Between the three, India, Australia, or oh wait, are we gonna go with the meme answer of Iceland? Because technically Iceland owns Greenland, and Greenland is a huge amount of territory. No, but I guess the technical ownership of Greenland means that it's a territory and not actually part of any country, which is why they wouldn't include it. Unless, of course, this is going off of some other archaic knowledge. But you didn't even give me Greenland as an option, and you did give me India after naming two others between Australia and Brazil. This is a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go with the option that you gave me. I'm gonna go with India for fifth spot here.
No, it was Brazil.